Imagine a land nestled between two great rivers. This is Mesopotamia, a region in modern-day Iraq. It's known as the Cradle of Civilization. Why? Because this is where human history as we know it began. Between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, humans built the first cities, wrote the first stories, and created the first empires. Mesopotamia's story is a long one. It begins in the Paleolithic period with early humans using stone tools. It continues through the rise and fall of mighty empires like the Sumerians, Akkadians, Babylonians, and Assyrians. This essay will take you on a journey through time. We'll explore the incredible achievements of these Mesopotamian civilizations. Fasten your seatbelts, get ready for a thrilling ride through the Cradle of Civilization. Our story begins thousands of years ago. The Paleolithic period, or Old Stone Age, saw the earliest humans in Mesopotamia. These hunter-gatherers lived in a very different world. They relied on their skills and simple tools to survive. They hunted animals and gathered plants for food. Life was challenging, but these early humans were adaptable. These early inhabitants left behind evidence of their presence. Archaeologists have discovered stone tools and campsites. These artifacts give us a glimpse into their lives. Life was a constant struggle for survival, but these early humans were laying the groundwork for future generations. The Paleolithic period in Mesopotamia was a time of slow but significant change. As the climate changed, humans adapted. They developed new tools and techniques. These advancements paved the way for a revolution in human history, the Neolithic Revolution. Around 10,000 BC, a remarkable transformation swept through Mesopotamia. The Neolithic Revolution, or agricultural revolution, changed the course of human history. Humans began to cultivate plants and domesticate animals. This shift to agriculture was a game changer. Agriculture allowed humans to stay in one place. They no longer had to wander in search of food. This led to the establishment of permanent settlements. These settlements grew into villages and eventually cities. The Neolithic Revolution was a pivotal moment. It marked the beginning of civilization as we know it. The development of agriculture had profound effects. Humans began to produce surplus food. This surplus allowed for specialization of labor. Some people could focus on crafts, trade, or governance. This specialization led to the development of more complex societies.
Out of the Neolithic Revolution, a remarkable civilization emerged in southern Mesopotamia, Sumer. The Sumerians are credited with many firsts in human history. They built the first cities, established complex social structures, and developed a system of writing. The Sumerians were pioneers in urban living and intellectual pursuits. Sumerian cities like Ur, Uruk, and Lagash were bustling centers of trade and culture. These cities were dominated by massive temples called ziggurats. These ziggurats were dedicated to the Sumerian gods. The Sumerians believed in a pantheon of gods and goddesses who controlled the forces of nature. Perhaps the most significant Sumerian invention was cuneiform writing. Cuneiform was a system of writing on clay tablets. It allowed the Sumerians to record their history, laws, and beliefs. Cuneiform script became the foundation for writing throughout the ancient Near East. It revolutionized communication and knowledge preservation.
Section 5, the Akkadian Empire uniting Mesopotamia under Sargon the Great. As Sumerian city-states flourished, they often clashed over resources and power. From these conflicts arose a new power in Mesopotamia, the Akkadian Empire. Sargon of Akkad, a cunning ruler, conquered the Sumerian city-states and united them under his rule. Sargon's reign marked a turning point in Mesopotamian history, establishing the precedent for large-scale empires in the region. The Akkadian Empire, though relatively short-lived, left a lasting impact on Mesopotamia. Sargon and his successors promoted the Akkadian language, which gradually replaced Sumerian as the dominant language of the region. The Akkadians also made significant strides in art and architecture. They developed new styles of sculpture and relief carving that reflected their military achievements and imperial ambitions. Despite its power and influence, the Akkadian Empire eventually crumbled due to internal strife and external pressure from invaders. However, the Akkadians left behind a legacy of empire building and cultural innovation that would shape Mesopotamian civilization for centuries to come.
Section 6. The Legacy of Babylon, Hammurabi's Code, and the First Babylonian Empire. After a period of instability following the collapse of the Akkadian Empire, a new power emerged in Mesopotamia, the First Babylonian Empire. Among the most famous Babylonian kings was Hammurabi, known for his comprehensive law code. Hammurabi's code, inscribed on a massive stone stele, covered a wide range of legal matters, from trade and property rights to family law and criminal justice. Hammurabi's code was a remarkable achievement in ancient lawmaking. It aimed to establish justice and order throughout the Babylonian Empire. The code was based on the principle of an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, but it also included provisions for social welfare and protection of the vulnerable. Hammurabi's code became a model for law codes in other ancient societies. Under Hammurabi's rule, Babylon flourished as a center of trade, culture, and learning. The Babylonians made significant advances in mathematics, astronomy, and literature. They developed a sophisticated system of mathematics based on the number 60, which is still used today in our measurements of time and angles.
Section 7. Assyria, the Iron Fist of Mesopotamia. While Babylon rose and fell, another power was on the rise in northern Mesopotamia, Assyria. The Assyrians were fierce warriors and skilled strategists. They built a powerful empire through military conquest, expanding their control over much of the Near East. The Assyrian Empire was known for its military prowess, its impressive infrastructure, and its often brutal methods of control. The Assyrians were masters of siege warfare and military logistics. They were among the first to use iron weapons on a large scale, giving them a significant advantage over their enemies. The Assyrian army was a formidable force, feared throughout the ancient world. To maintain control over their vast empire, the Assyrians established a network of roads, garrisons, and communication systems. Despite their reputation for brutality, the Assyrians were also patrons of art and culture. They built magnificent palaces adorned with intricate reliefs depicting their military victories and royal hunts. The Assyrians also amassed vast libraries of cuneiform tablets, preserving knowledge from across their empire.
Section 8. The Neo-Babylonian Empire, a renaissance of power and culture. After a period of decline, Babylon experienced a resurgence of power and prestige under the Neo-Babylonian Empire. This new Babylonian Empire, established by Nabopolassar, reached its zenith under his son Nebuchadnezzar II. Nebuchadnezzar II is best known for his conquest of Jerusalem and the destruction of the First Temple, as described in the Bible. Nebuchadnezzar II was an ambitious builder and patron of the arts. He rebuilt Babylon into a magnificent city with towering walls, luxurious palaces, and the famous Hanging Gardens, considered one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. The Neo-Babylonians continued the Babylonian tradition of scholarship in mathematics, astronomy, and astrology. Under Nebuchadnezzar II, the Neo-Babylonian Empire reached its greatest extent, controlling much of Mesopotamia and the Levant. However, the empire declined after Nebuchadnezzar's death. It eventually fell to the Persian king Cyrus the Great in 539 BC.
Section 9. The Fall of Babylon, the End of an Era. The fall of Babylon to the Persians marked the end of an era in Mesopotamian history. The Persian Empire under Cyrus the Great and his successors incorporated Mesopotamia into its vast domain. While Mesopotamian culture continued to influence the region and beyond, the great empires of Sumer, Akkad, Babylon, and Assyria were gone. The conquest of Babylon by Cyrus the Great was remarkably peaceful. Cyrus presented himself as a liberator, freeing the Babylonians from the rule of their last king, Nabonidus, who had become unpopular. Cyrus allowed the exiled Jews to return to Jerusalem and rebuild their temple. The Persian Empire brought relative peace and stability to Mesopotamia. The Persians were efficient administrators and respected the cultures of their subjects. They allowed local customs and religions to continue, which helped to integrate Mesopotamia into their empire.
Section 10. The Enduring Impact of Mesopotamia, a Legacy of Innovation. Though the great empires of Mesopotamia had fallen, their legacy lived on. The Mesopotamians were pioneers in countless fields, from agriculture and urban planning to writing, mathematics, and astronomy. Their innovations laid the groundwork for later civilizations in the West and beyond. The Mesopotamian invention of writing revolutionized communication and knowledge preservation. Their legal codes, such as Hammurabi's Code, influenced legal systems for centuries. Their mathematical and astronomical discoveries laid the foundation for scientific inquiry. The Mesopotamians were master builders, creating impressive cities and irrigation systems that supported large populations. Mesopotamian culture, with its myths, legends, and religious beliefs, spread throughout the ancient Near East. The Epic of Gilgamesh, one of the oldest surviving works of literature, explores themes of mortality, friendship, and the search for meaning in life, resonating with audiences even today.
Section 11, Conclusion: Mesopotamia, the Cradle of Human Achievement. Our journey through Mesopotamian history has taken us from the Paleolithic period to the fall of the Neo-Babylonian Empire. We've witnessed the rise and fall of mighty empires, the birth of cities, the invention of writing, and the development of law codes, mathematics, and astronomy. Mesopotamia, the land between the rivers, truly earned its title as the cradle of civilization. The innovations and achievements of the Mesopotamian people laid the foundation for the development of Western civilization and beyond. As we look back on the legacy of Mesopotamia, we are reminded of the incredible ingenuity and resilience of the human spirit. From the invention of the wheel to the development of writing, the Mesopotamians made countless contributions to human civilization. Their story is a testament to the power of human innovation and the enduring legacy of the past. As we explore the cosmos and unravel the mysteries of the universe, let us remember the debt we owe to the ancient Mesopotamians, the pioneers who took the first steps on this incredible journey of discovery.